What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Overdose. This is Red Pill and Chill edition, just vibing, just chilling to Red Pill game. If you want to get the game, play with your friends and family at your events, or just play with your friends and family, just chilling type shit. Go to Amazon, type in Red Pill and Chill. You can get the game as well. Introduce yourself. So, your name, your age, what do you do, and then your relationship status. Starting with you.
Okay, well, my name's Krista. I'm 21. I'm currently a server, and I am single.
Okay.
My name is Megan. I'm 26. I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm currently with someone.
Okay, got you. Let's get it. First question.
Claiming the public. No,
God damn. What are some major red flags?
Like in a relationship?
Yeah. In a relationship or dating.
For one.
Before you even get in a relationship, like, what are some major red flags that you look for?
I look for someone how they act, how they treat other people.
Okay.
I feel like that's a big thing. Like, especially if we're going on a date, how do you treat our waiter or waitress? Okay. If you're really rude, that's such a red flag.
I agree.
Short tempers, like tempers that go from 0 to 100 on really little things. It's kind of it's a really big red flag, and I honestly can't deal with that type of temper.
Ooh, I actually like that one. That's actually a real good one.
Yeah,
that's a real good one.
And as a man, like, you just don't take accountability for yourself. Which it goes both ways, but like we're talking about in a man, he's
from your perspective, So not taking. What did that look like? What does the not taking accountability look like?
Like, for example, I had like a guy that I was talking to. We were in Miami, and I have a Benz, and he dropped my Benz key in the ocean, and then proceed to still kind of like gaslight it back on me, like I shouldn't have had it in this bag, but you were in control of the bag. So with people's purses, stuff in it. So when you drop that bag, like, you're not just my keys were in it, other people's items were in it too. So you should have had you should have just owned up to, like, damn, I made a mistake.
Yeah.
Or it was like another example where, like, this guy that I was talking to let my dog out when he wasn't supposed to. That didn't get along with the dog. My dog almost died, and he didn't want to accept accountability. Like, that type of stuff. Like,
pause real quick. When you say he don't accept accountability, what do you mean when you say that? He means the dog just ran out. It wasn't my fault. What was it?
He was trying to say it wasn't his fault, that we were pointing fingers, but it was like you were the one that literally opened the crate and let him out, and knew that he doesn't get along with a pit bull. I have a Frenchie, you know.
Yeah.
So he doesn't get along with this pit bull. He came and attacked my dog and almost killed him.
Yeah.
So and even after the fact, like, you just didn't want to accept accountability for that.
Yeah. So asking the second question, what would accountability look like for you personally in those scenarios?
So it would have been like you trying. Okay, so in the example of the keys, I'm the type of person, if I fuck up someone's shit, I kind of feel obligated to pay for at least some of it. So when I drop, Ben's keys are not cheap.
Yeah.
And they didn't have to do a diagnostic. It came out to $800.
Yeah.
What he could have did was just more of like apologize and offer to, like, even help with the key, or even pay the whole key itself.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
which he didn't do. With the dog situation, he could have owned it. I shouldn't have let the dog out. Let me help you. Let me pay for some vet bills since my dog was shredded and I had to go get him stitches. But it was none of that. Gotcha. It was more of like, you're pointing fingers, like, we're just trying to point it on one person, but you were the person that did it. So.
Okay, I agree with that, and I respect that. We actually agree with something for once. Goddamn. Go ahead. Let's go. Same thing. What are some major red flags for you?
When they don't know how to communicate.
When they don't know how to communicate. So what do you mean by that?
Just very, like, nonchalant. Like.
But y'all like nonchalant.
I don't know.
Most women like nonchalant. Let's
like, very hard to read in a sense.
Most women like that.
There's a fine line between being nonchalant, comfortable, and between not being too, like, up your ass and not being too nonchalant.
Because I don't
There's
like
a
that
comfortable medium.
Shit.
The nonchalant shit doesn't go far, because as women, we feel like you're just invalidating how we feel.
I don't like the clingy shit. I don't like that at all.
Most people are going to be more so on the side of nonchalant to get better results than the clingy shit.
But there's an in-between. Yeah. You don't have to be fully nonchalant. Being nonchalant means you don't care about anything. Any type of situation addressed to you, you don't care about it. So you don't need to be all the way nonchalant. You need to be, like, in between, like, not too clingy and not too nonchalant.
Like,
just be a regular person. Be a regular person. Care. Be considerate about how another person feels, and vice versa.
Okay, go ahead. And versus with the communicating, what else communicating? Like, communicating in what way? Like, their emotions, their feelings? Like, what do you mean when you say they need to communicate better? Or if they lack communication? That's a red flag.
Just communication is key, I feel like, in any, like, relationship or situationship or friendship in general. And if you don't know how to communicate, then it's just a no for me. Like,
what's the difference between a situationship and a relationship?
I feel like in a way a situationship is like you not wanting to be in a relationship in a sense, but you just want that person around in a sense for like your convenience. Access. When you want them like available for your needs and your wants in a sense.
Okay, so for you personally, it's more so about convenience, but wouldn't that be the same way for a relationship? What's the difference then?
I mean, in a relationship, like, you are with that person, like, they have committed to you in a sense. In a situationship, like, in a sense, they, in a, like, slightly way bit, are committed to you in a sense, but they do not want to be in a relationship with you. Or maybe they do, but they want to entertain other people. Like, you are just an option for them. Like, they're keeping their options open, baby, and you're just one of them.
Like, definitely that. Situationship is your options are still open. You haven't fully committed to me. Relationship is you have made a commitment to me.
Exactly.
Okay, and it's about the title, if I'm not mistaken, right? Why you?
I really don't care.
Like, you say it's like having a title is such a bad thing. Like, it's really not.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying
it's about the title. It is. Like,
no, exactly. So it's about the title.
I don't think so necessarily.
Then what do you mean? Then explain. Go ahead, talk to me.
I don't think it's about the title. I don't think women care about the title. Like,
that's cap.
We really don't. Like,
stop the cap.
We really don't. Honestly, we really don't.
I mean, like, I'm gonna say with me, it does. I do. I think like I said, it comes with like seeing like younger women talk that are younger than me. It comes with like at a certain point, you're like, yeah, nah, there is no situationship. I'm too old for this. Yeah, it's either this or it's nothing. Like, I'm not gonna spend a whole year in a situation. At the age I am right now, I'm not gonna spend a whole year in a situationship. Mm-hmm. But I have before, like when I was like younger, like I said in the last podcast. Yeah, but I have before, but right now I'm not. So.
Okay, and then for you, are you willing to be in a situationship? Are you willing to indulge in being in a situationship as long as they treat you right and they fun, etc.?
I mean, I just don't want to be someone's like option. Like, I want to be someone's like number one in a sense. Like, I just don't want to be around when it's convenient for them in a sense. No. So, no. You're either with me or you're not. And that's how I feel.
100% or nothing. Like 100%
Stop the cap.
Like,
oh God.
You're either with me or you're not.
Always, my eyes twitching because you always rebuttaling. You always saying, "Oh my God."
Because y'all. Because again, when it
what
comes
is so
to that,
wrong? What is wrong with it?
I'm not saying there's nothing wrong. I'm just always want to make sure that we have. Hold on. I'm not talking. So I want to always make sure that we have the male side and the female side. Obviously, that's the point of this show. So that's why I'm listening, understanding, gaining y'all perspective, and then y'all listen, gain my perspective. So I'm just saying from the male perspective, because we talked about this in the last podcast. You brought up something that was very prevalent in most people. Maybe you don't do what I'm about to say, but a lot of women do this. They go get into a relationship with a dude, but make him jump through hoops, and then once that relationship is over, they are done with that person forever. Versus a lot of dudes, they just get into situationships, and then when those situationships end, they can still sometimes come back and fuck the little girl later on in life and later on down the road. So from my perspective, I'm trying to get y'all to understand that from a male perspective, it doesn't even make sense to get in a relationship to begin with if you're getting all the benefits of that relationship from jump. Right? Or am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
No. You are wrong, because at the end of the day, you're doing all this for me. If you're doing all this shit in a situationship, you're doing it with another woman. You're doing it with other women. You're still not committing to me, and that is the issue. Like, that is what I said. It goes long term. This is what creates baby mamas and baby fathers for real. Is this situationship right here?
Gotcha.
On I'll be with you. We have a great relationship, and boom, that is literally that epidemic we have going on of a bunch of single mothers, single fathers, and that is why.
Okay.
So we let the situationship control.
Yeah, keep going. I actually agree with you.
No, I'm just saying that we let the situationship era that we're in control us. No, there is no. If you don't want to commit to me, but you want to have a family and a child, there comes with a certain type of commitment. A family is not a joke. A child is not a joke. It comes with long term, commitment. That's the least you could do.
Okay, and I would agree with you from your perspective, right? But from a male perspective, that's actually detrimental for you to get married to a woman. It's no benefits for you to get married to a woman. It's all it's basically all cons versus all good things. So from a male perspective, that's what I'm trying to get you to understand. It's no benefit. So for you to, because I know earlier in a different episode, hold on.
I'm sorry.
I know earlier in a different episode you were saying that you drop hints of your value, right? Mm-hmm. So if you are a dude and you like, you know what, this girl is actually valuable enough for me to drop all my hoes and just focus on this one girl, then I can see that. But for most women, they don't show that. They don't show femininity. They don't show cooking and cleaning. They don't show all the different attributes of what keeps and makes a good, healthy relationship.
I got a good rebuttal for that.
Talk to me.
Saying,
let's go.
Oh, I got one.
Go
so you're saying marriage, men it's pointless for them, right?
There's nothing beneficial from them.
It's not beneficial to have a committed woman birth your child, raise it, and take care of the household for the 18 years in house.
You can do that in a serious relationship.
No, not a good mother, and not one that's going to be good to your child. Is it not? Most separated parents and most baby mom, they either their child grows up with some trauma or like they have to go through some type of trauma. Mm-hmm. So you saying that getting married is not beneficial when you can have a whole put together. And let's bring even some more business perspective into it. You want to build an empire, right? Mm-hmm. You need to get married. You need to get married and have a legitimate heir. So let's take it back to that.
But okay, pause, real quick, pause.
But it's true. It's not nothing beneficial, but you want someone to raise your child, but also be a good mother, be the best woman, but you didn't make no commitment to that. But you didn't make no commitment to that.
But okay,
so it's like, how is marriage not beneficial? Because you just committed to that woman to birth your children, raise them, your empire, basically that you're having. And it's not a kind of your empire; it's a generation. It's a generation of families.
And I get what you're saying.
A generation can be a generation if it's all split the fuck up.
Okay, and I agree. I get what you're saying from your perspective. But what I am talking about is from a male perspective. You can get everything that you just talked about in a serious relationship. I don't understand this dynamic or what you are portraying, that the ultimate level of showing that your commitment is that piece of paper of showing that I am married to this person.
It's really what I had said on another episode. It's to make sure you don't run away from your obligations. It's also more, it's really 50-50. It's really 50% of that. Because if we're going to have a family, you're not going to feel like you're going to run away from these obligations. Like marriage also ties in a man to make sure that he is here and provides for these like dependents.
Okay,
so it's like,
but even in a marriage, you can cheat. Even in marriage,
you can cheat, but these are still legally your children. You are married; it's different. You can take it to legal. If you are not scared like that, when it comes to taking someone to court, you cannot do much if you are not legally married.
Yes, you can. You child support. What are you talking about?
Child support, but it doesn't matter. You can do adultery. You can do a lot more things being married in most states. You know what I'm saying? That person can be held more accountable for their actions. Like a person that...
Okay, I can actually agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's not just like, oh, we want to get married. Just like, no. Like, it's also like, we need to feel secure. We need to feel secure. Yeah. And that these moments when you're taking me out of work or whatever situation you have, that we are secure to build a family. If not, then there's no secureness. Like,
okay, you about to say something. Go ahead.
I'm like on the edge.
No, because like we might gonna go back at it because I got some shit. But I want to hear your perspective before I continue on. Go ahead.
I just feel both ways. Like,
no, give your perspective.
I agree with
what
you,
do you mean?
and I agree with you.
Okay, what do you agree with me on, or disagree with me on, and what do you agree with her on, and disagree with her on?
I agree in a sense when, if you have children with someone, for an example, say you're not married to them.
Yeah.
But you had kids with them, in a sense, like...
It's hard to explain. I know, but take your time. Go ahead. God damn.
I don't even know what to say. Like, honestly, like... when you're married to someone, like, you're not obligated to... I mean, when you're married to someone, in a sense, like those... I don't even know what to say.
She tongue-tied.
It's more of like the children. Like you're obligated to those children. Not really the woman itself, but you're obligated for these dependents. But it's like in reality though, like if you want to go start a family, you need to make sure that you're secure. If you are talking in the relationship that you want to have kids in the future, you know that you want to build a family. So that family needs to be secure. If you don't want that, you don't. A lot of people don't really care to get married because of the business aspect of it and how marriage is.
Facts.
But at the end of the day, a lot of people do need to get married because comes down to a lot of different things. You do prenups, whatever you need to do to make sure you secure your side of stuff before you get married. That's always an option.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I think this is why women like you need to actually have your own show, have your own perspective, etc. Because again, we talking about right now two different perspectives, right? Your perspective is you want security and provisioning from your man, which is understandable. I get that 100%. But what I'm talking about is For a man specifically, you don't gain anything by putting yourself in a marriage.
I agree.
You actually lose things. Now the girl can leave and take 50% of your shit, etc.
You can do a prenup. You can do a prenup. And
Prenups get thrown out. Prenups get thrown out all the time.
You can still take that if you just get a good enough lawyer. Honestly, like, come on now. It just takes a good lawyer. Do a good prenup. Like, prenups, like, don't act like they can't. They haven't saved shit.
No, they have. I want to be clear, but they can be thrown out. And I'm saying for a dude that has any type of value, you wouldn't even want to risk that.
You shouldn't be looking at it like that. You should be. Marriage is about also like a long-term partner, someone you want to deal with. Like,
no, marriage has always been about business. Let's stop the cap right now.
Well, okay, so if we want to take it to that, we've had the men run this business for thousands and thousands of years. Men have been nothing. So let's not take it. You don't want to take it to that subject.
Yeah, I can.
We have been nothing but a sexual and business transaction for decades. So we don't even want to go there because that just contradicts a lot of why women want to be free. Of course we want to be free. We've been fucking a business and sexual transaction for decades.
Yeah.
So, but as far as like, I understand, like, if you're a man that makes more money and you marry a girl that doesn't have more money, it can definitely affect you. Like I said, do a prenup. You obviously have that money, you can get a good lawyer. Like, come on now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Most people who are like making $50,000 a year, they're not going to do a prenup because they need also another spouse to even make more of that happen. Yeah. So if you're talking on a realistic scale, when you have houses and cars, that person, he probably already did a prenup, or he has the money for a divorce lawyer to take care of that.
Okay, my question to you would be, and this is a personal question, but you can make it general or personal, whichever one you want to. Why is the title so important versus the action?
Both of them are equally as important because, like,
which one is more important? Start with that, and then you can go on to where.
I mean, in an overall sense, because your title, you could be boyfriend or girlfriend, but if your actions are shit, that doesn't really matter.
I feel like your actions speak more than your actual like.
Actions do speak louder.
The title. Your actions speak more than the title itself. Like,
but if the actions speak so loud, why can't there be a title with it?
That's not the question. The question is which one would you...
like...
No, stay on topic.
No, but I mean, for real, action, like, if you think about it, that's kind of a hard question because action is how people move. It's not really...
No. This is a very realistic question because a lot of times what really happens is people get into relationships. They do get boyfriend, girlfriend, so you do get that title. But then they get into this, we live together, we might get insurance, we might have the same bills, we might have the same, all this other extra shit, but they just don't get the title of the marriage. A lot of people are going down that route versus getting married, having a ceremony, etc. So the question to you would be, which one to you specifically would be more important? The action of a good, healthy relationship, long-term relationship, or just the title?
I think the actions. Okay. For sure.
Yeah, with the actions, but still the actions, they code 2 and 2. At some point, your actions got to lead up to the title.
Okay, so basically you're saying...
Like, I don't think you necessarily have to, like...
A title isn't like you are committed. A title doesn't mean like your boyfriend. A title is literally being like, I'm committed to you, making it seem like it's a boyfriend. But yeah, there's nothing wrong being like, I'm committed to you. We have a title. Yeah. That is a title. Like, I'm committed to you. That is the title. Okay. Like, boyfriend, girlfriend, you don't know what I'm saying, you have to immediately get married, but you need something.
I feel like you can still be fully committed to someone without having the title in a sense. That's just how I feel personally.
That's not even how you feel. That's facts.
Also, in a sense, like, I feel like getting married is a very big like responsibility in a sense, and like you don't know, like obviously like you plan on being with that person like forever obviously, but in a sense like things do later on happen like down the road, so
good. You got anything?
I just feel like in a sense actions speak more
actions
than just
speak loud, but
the title itself.
Let's be real realistic in this world. Let's be real realistic in this world. You need, financially, you need 2 people. You need 2 legitimate incomes coming through, and you need both of them to be joined. Yeah. And even, it doesn't matter. You can't escape that because guess what? In certain states, after a certain amount of years that you're legally together, you become legally married. Yeah. So it's like you can't even escape the title of being married because you're literally going to be legally married whether you like it or not in certain states over a certain time. Gotcha. So you might as well do it.
Don't live in those states and do not get. If you live in those states, do not let it go. No.
No, all states
for the guys.
All states have that. Where there's 5 or 7 years.
Not all states. I don't think it's all states.
Definitely. We'll Google it after, but it's definitely most of them. Most of them. It might have a different year standard.
Kick them out after 5 years. How about that?
That's even that. It goes to the same thing when you like live with someone. You gotta kick them out. Technically, they live there if they're there for 60 days. It comes to a certain kind of analogy to being together with someone at the same time.
Yeah.
Just legally, if you try and separate them legally, their shit is yours and your shit is theirs.
Got you. Okay, now let me ask you a follow-up question, and then we can move on. For you,
forever.
Yeah, fuck it. No, because this is a conversation starter. You don't want to stay on topic on this for the whole time. That's what it's not about that. All right, so for you personally, is it the ceremony or is it the piece of paper? Like, if you had to choose between the two, which one would you ultimately choose for you personally?
Like, I'm getting married either way, but it's just like a ceremony or a title.
Yeah. Which one is more
what?
important?
You're asking, at the end of the day, most women, they're going to want some type of ceremony, whether it's small or large.
I'm asking.
I'm saying, I'm giving you an answer. You
Okay.
gotta let me finish. I'm just saying most of them. I'm just saying most of them want a ceremony. Who doesn't? Girls dream of that since they've been, like, we're raised on thinking of a beautiful wedding ceremony.
I got you.
So I have thought about that because I had someone before, like, would you want to get married and just run away? I said I would do that, but I actually still want to have a ceremony after that. Like, I still want to have a get together of friends because I've always had this picture moment since I was a child of how I want it to be.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying it has to be mad expensive, mad big, but I want something with all my close friends and family.
Okay. But
So they
if
can
you
live
had
that.
to choose,
No, ceremony.
Okay.
I would do a ceremony.
You would do ceremony versus the piece of paper.
I mean, the ceremony makes you married.
No, it doesn't. The piece of paper makes you married.
I feel like a ceremony is more sentimental than
Yes,
just a
okay.
piece of paper itself.
Got you. So,
Because like
okay.
you both are sharing your feelings for each other.
Yeah.
And
to the
in
world.
a sense,
Yeah.
you're expressing
Sharing
your love for
energy.
one another, and a piece of paper is just saying, "Oh, we're legally married. Like here it is. Like bam."
Yeah.
So in a sense, I say ceremony.
Okay.
It's
so
just more
both of y'all say
sentimental.
ceremony. The fuck?
But I mean, ceremony comes with a priest that does it. So I'm saying that it's still.
I mean, but that's still an oath under God. It's not an oath under the government, and the government can't come and fuck you up.
But you can still use the oath under God to be considered. You could use a priest to get married. What?
No. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that once you make the oath under God, it's not necessarily government bound of telling you what you can and can't do with your dick, right? So if you get married with a piece of paper and you do adultery, right, you can literally get fired from a job if you're in the military or if you're in one of those businesses where, they take that shit very serious. I would rather just not have that altogether, but that's just me personally. Going back to red flags, though. Huh?
I want to have doves.
You want to have doves?
Flying
like
out.
flying around? Oh. That's funny as fuck. But going back to what you said earlier, what started this whole thing, you said communication. What are some other red flags besides communication?
I don't know if I'm just camera shy.
You might be. 'Cause she gave like 3. You gave
I'm sorry.
Communication.
Let me rephrase the question. What are some things that you have seen that you've been dating different dudes, etc., and in the future dudes, you were like, I'm not dealing with that again?
Okay, for reference, let's see. Okay, this person, like, you don't give them, for the longest time, you have not given them the time of day, for an example.
Okay, you or them haven't.
You have not given them the time of day.
Okay.
For example, for the longest time ever. And then as soon as you give them the time of day, they run with it.
What do you mean when you say that? Give me an example.
They just, like, run with they feed off of the attention that you have given them, and they just run off with it. In a sense, like.
But I'm not understanding what you mean when you say that. So are you saying when you say run off with it, what does that mean?
They just, like.
They come and entertain you.
They come and entertain you and then leave, literally. What she said, basically, in a sense. Like, they come for a short while. They get what they wanted, and they're like, okay, bet, I'm out. Like,
okay, so let me try to
They
translate.
act like they don't have
They
enough
come and
time
they fuck
today.
and then they leave. Is that what you're saying?
basically, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I gotta translate womanese for me.
Yeah.
All right. Now, what are some other red flags besides? I'm guessing that one falls kind of under getting used in a sense, right? Or wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what are some other red flags? Major red flags. Come on now, you be at the bars. You should definitely know some red flags.
Damn.
Or if you want to answer the time too, then you can, and then we're gonna move on. If she can't.
I mean, like, I agree with that. Like, communication, like, you act like you're so busy. Like, here's a red flag for me. If you text me the day before, right, and you go a whole to the next day at night and text me, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, nah, fuck out of here. Because, like, I don't care how busy you are.
I do that
People
shit all
who
the time.
care for people will
Literally.
text back.
Literally. Oh my
And,
God, yes.
If Kylie Jenner has
Oh my
time
God,
to
yes.
text people back,
Baby, you got time.
everybody got
Right?
time. It only takes
Literally.
3.5 seconds. Even then,
Oh my God, yeah.
What if they busy?
Yes.
What if they only hustle?
it doesn't matter.
You're not busy,
What if
obviously.
they
No,
busy
have
hustling?
time-
No,
They
I'm
hustling.
If you have
No.
They're trying to
time
make
to
money.
post on Instagram, if you have time to be on Instagram, if you have
No.
time to be on
Make it
social media,
personal.
baby, you have time to text back, period. End of discussion. Like,
Exactly.
you have time.
That and
I'm so
like,
sorry.
it's just like the busiest people in the world still make content.
Literally. I loved all day, baby, and I still make
will
time.
still, when he would still call his bitches.
Yeah.
Okay? Fucking who? Jeff Bezos
Jeff
would
Bezos.
still call his wife at least once a day. So if those people can do it, you can do it.
I feel
There's
like,
no
in a
But-
sense, if you care about someone enough, you will make time for them, period. End of discussion. Like,
Okay.
if you care about someone enough, you will
Yeah,
make
you'll
time
check
for
on them. Maybe you can't text them all throughout the day, but you can at least make a call quick, even a
Yeah.
5-minute call. Hey, what
Yeah.
you doing? I'm so sorry. But if you go like 2 days without speaking, don't bring them, hey, what
You
are you
don't
doing
care.
at 10 o'clock at night? Like, nothing. Nothing. Being a child of God. Like,
She said being a child of
I'm being a
God.
child of God right now. Like, don't
Well,
bother
the
me.
only disagreements I have with that, because I actually do agree with y'all, but the only disagreements I have is a person that's hustling has less time than the person that already hustled and made it. So for you to compare a person that's hustling, that's not getting that much sleep, that may be skipping meals, that's maybe skipping sleep, etc.
But what if we're in those
Hold on,
shoes?
wasn't finished.
We in those shoes.
Miss
We understand
Sassy.
that.
So if you already got a business and you're already doing that, then you obviously will have a little bit more time than a person that's hustling to get to that.
Even if you're hustling,
You still have time.
you
make
still
time
have
for what you
time.
want. Like,
it is literally not that hard to either send a text.
it takes
even
2
do-
seconds to send a text, be like, hey, babe, how you doing?
I've had some busy
Like-
ass exes, like some real busy. A lot of my exes have always been busy, and guess what? I don't blow them up throughout the day. We might not text back. He might not text back for 3 hours, but he's gonna text me back. He's gonna call me. He's gonna contact. It might even be 5 hours later.
Yeah.
He's still gonna call me and contact me before that day is over. He's not gonna let me go to sleep and then wake up the next day into the next night and then ask me how's your day.
Okay, so for y'all, it's more so about frequency of contact. So what's a bad frequency of contact and what's a good one? What if he just contacts you once a day? Is that cool?
No, because that's the bare minimum.
Yeah.
Like, you're giving, like, you're putting in, like, you're giving the bare minimum. Like, you're not even doing.
Okay, so then give me
And I
a
don't care because hella men have all these group chats going on. Y'all have group chats with your homeboys
This-
and literally go the fuck in all day. But then when it comes to like texting
You
your
make
girl,
time what you want to
you
make
don't
time
want to
for.
text them. Like that's so wild to me. No.
I feel like, in a sense, you make time for what you want to
Yeah.
make time for.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's the main rule, and that's the main rule that I stand by. You make time for what you want to make time for.
I have to say, oh man,
You
I gotta
do.
push back a
You
little
could be-
bit.
Because it's not like if a girl is not texting you back to back every single fucking day, she's understand that you're busy. If you don't make at least 5 minutes out of that time, even 2, it takes. I could type a whole text message in 20 seconds right now. If you don't take 20 seconds out that day to even send a message,
Then you
not that
clearly
you're gonna
don't.
So
reply.
that's what I'm asking first, and then I'm gonna go to another thing which is frequency. So you just said text you one time a day. Is one time a day of contact good enough for you
No.
personally?
No, if you were taking someone seriously,
I feel like it
one
needs to
time
be
of contact is
consistency in a
the- yeah.
sense. Like,
Okay.
I want someone to show that they're, like they want to be,
You check on me,
like,
you care about me. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like
they're
Okay.
invested in me, in a sense. Like,
Okay, so I'm trying to gather some information. So is it twice a day then? Is it once during the day when you wake up and then once at
you're
nighttime?
making it really technical. It depends on the relationship, what their schedule is.
Yeah.
For example, if someone works a fucking blue collar job and they get up at 5 a.m. Obviously, if I'm a stay at home mom, whatever, I'm not waking up till maybe
Yeah.
7. I'll get the kids ready. I'm not really having time to text you. I noticed that you woke up. Maybe you text me while you're at work. I'm gonna respond. I might respond like a little bit later. You might send me a text and then we'll
Yeah.
see each other. But it's like. It really depends on the situation. Like if I know you're not that busy to not pick up that phone or
Yeah.
even text back a day later is no fucking excuse. The only way that I would ever let a couple days go by is if you're international, because I can understand that. I've been
Okay.
international and there's no Wi-Fi sometimes, and
I
sometimes
agree.
your roaming's not working,
Yeah.
and that is the only excuse I will take.
Hey, travel fellas.
I
That's why
agree.
you travel. That's why exactly why.
Literally, that's the only excuse I'll take is if you're out the country and your roaming not working and you're not by Wi-Fi.
That's why I'm going to Thailand.
I have another
Alright.
red
Man.
flag.
Go ahead.
Excuses.
Oh,
Okay, what does he mean by that?
Excuses.
Give me specifics. Talk to me.
Here we go. For example, you make a plan to hang out, for example, right? And then that day comes about, and they're like, oh, something came up. Okay, understandable. Then it's just like a repetitive, like the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. Like, obviously, you're just like keeping me around for your convenience. Like you're obviously not interested. So in a sense,
But then
what
whose
are you
fault is
doing?
that? Well, whose fault is that at that point? That's your fault.
I mean, I guess because
No,
you're
hold on.
entertaining it. So I'm entertaining it. So yeah.
No. The number one thing, we had a podcast earlier before you came in, and I said the number one thing that women need to actually be better at is accountability, right? So if a dude does something for the first time, why are you doing that? Stop.
If someone shows you their actions for the first time, then believe it the first time. Like,
Thank you. So
It's always about women. Like,
it's not even always about women. I'm just
like, women. They need to be better at accountability.
Oh my
they need to be better at this. Like,
I feel like in a sense, you're right though, because if someone shows you their true colors the first time, then you need to take it and you just need to move on.
Well, that's true, yeah.
That's accountability.
In a sense, that is your fault because you decided to stick and just deal with it. So,
but that's not the problem with the dating pool.
Oh, what's the problem with the dating pool?
Yeah, I'll tell you, the talking stage is the problem of the fucking dating pool.
What is that? But here again, I explained this earlier, and maybe again you didn't answer it, but Caitlin kind of did. If you're a dude and you get into a relationship with a woman, right? That means you're doing more and getting less, because now you get into a relationship. That means you're protecting.
Okay,
you.
so that's
hold on,
No.
not finished. No.
I got it. I'm gonna say
You
it.
do. I know you got some shit. I know you got some shit. But that means you're protecting for her, providing for her. You're taking her on dates, etc., etc., etc. And then once that relationship is over, especially someone like you will never talk to that person again. So you investing all this shit into someone, and then once that relationship is over, you will not talk to them no more. Versus a dude that's just in the talking stage and just having sex, having fun, but so that means he's still getting what he wants, intimacy, sex, etc., but doesn't go to that serious level enough so to where if that shit ends, you not talking to him no more. So from our perspective, why would we go to the serious stage?
So the same reason you want women to accept accountability, why don't men accept accountability?
Okay, talk to me. In what way?
It's saying like, oh, you saying, oh, well, I'm doing this. Maybe you should have accountability of picking a better woman versus marrying a whatever the fuck dumb bag that you married. So the same way, we need to have no, because it is the same. It is the same.
Go ahead.
No, but it is the same.
No, it's not.
You should have it. You guys should have it. No, it is. You should have accountability for the woman that you're picking.
But
the woman that you're picking to have a long
this the disconnect. This is the disconnect. I'm not talking about men are not chasing relationships. They chasing sex. They chasing a good time.
Doesn't that sound so bad?
Yeah.
As a man,
no,
yes, it does.
As
men as a whole, doesn't that sound bad? Your whole reputation goes off sex.
No.
And not relationship?
No.
It's not no dominance, no real male energy. That's not real male energy. When is sex when you stop being equivalent to being male energy? Because that is not the same.
Yes.
No, it's not. That's not the same masculine energy.
Let's
you guys
talk about
want
it.
No, but we're gonna talk about it.
We're gonna talk about it. You're right. We're gonna talk about it.
It's like you
Uh-huh.
wanna. Oh, sorry, someone walked in and distracted me. Anyway. You want to talk about women having accountability.
Yes.
And you want to talk about, men don't have to have the same accountability. Like, we don't. Like, yes, you do. Because the same woman.
I think as a man, you should have accountability, but the difference is accountability is different.
Also, you said men are just looking, they're not looking for relationships. They're not looking for marriage. They're looking for sex. How embarrassing for that is for the male species. That all you are is a horn dog?
Literally.
No. But that's what you said.
And all you are is a relationship dog. What you are doing is this. You are using shaming language to illustrate what you want as being. I'm not finished. Not finished, Miss Sassy. Can't talk over you. What you are doing right now is attributing what you want and what women want to what men should want, and then shaming them because they don't want that same thing. Men and women are not the same. We want different things. You want security, a relationship, and a quality dude, etc. We want quantity. We want variety. We want sex.
But what did you just say? What did you just say before? Men only want what? Say it again.
Sex.
Say it again. Sex.
Yes.
Say it again.
Well, access to sex.
I should
say.
Yeah. So
access
how?
to sex.
And it is still embarrassing.
Because once they get what they want, they're out, baby. No, I'm not saying all men, but majority of men, once they fuck you, they're like,
if you look at it, that thought of thinking right here,
that's all men though. That's literally
that's not all men.
No, it is.
Majority.
That's cap. That's cap. That's not all men.
Not all.
The fact that you think like that is why the world is not that you specifically, but the fact that all men want is sex is why the world is twisted as fuck. Because guess what? I'm gonna bring some real shit into this. Men are in control of what? What are men in control of on the top of the world? What is the most biggest chain round right now that's making the most money? That's the biggest elephant in the room. And who is it ran by?
Who? STEM?
No, sex trafficking. Think about it. But it's real. But what is it run by? But what is it run by? What is it run by? Men. Probably, and what you just said, men only want sex. So how embarrassing is that the biggest the biggest gender that runs these big chains around the world is ran by men because y'all want sex.
Well, I'm not arguing that. I'm not even gonna go there.
No, but it goes both into what you just said. That is the problem. Men need to learn how to control their sexual temptations, whatever their drive, whatever. No, because it is.
Oh
but
my
it
God.
is. It is the bigger problem in this world. It needs to stop being the biggest elephant in the world. It really does.
No. Okay.
Men need to learn how to control that shit. It is
okay. So then you control. Hold on. So then you control. Stop dating dudes that's taller than you. Stop dating dudes that have more status than you. Stop dating dudes that have more money than you. Stop dating. No. What I'm talking about is biology. No. What I'm talking about is biology, right?
So there's a reason behind sexual trafficking. What is the reason?
I'm not talking about sexual trafficking right now.
But it goes back around.
I'm trying to talk about what you want is accepted in society. What men want is deemed bad. You shouldn't want a younger woman because she's more fertile, etc. You should want an old bitter bitch. Like, no, that's not how society is run.
But you're not thinking as a percentage. You know what's so funny? You know what I want to say on this podcast, and I was waiting for the opportunity.
Say it.
Because I've been waiting for this shit. Because guess what? I have had a conversation with multiple guys, right? Yes. Why does body count matter? You know what most of them tell me?
What?
They're like, women are the divine. We are the portals to life. We're more sacred. Yes. We're more this, we're more that. But guess what? Does society as a whole treat us like we're divine and sacred? No. Like the whole society that is ran by mainly men, if you're throwing a percentage scale, are we treated like that? No, but this is a real question, a real legit question.
Yes.
Guys expect this, and when I ask that, it only comes for their only ego beneficial to be the first to conquer that territory for a sexual benefit. When it comes to an overall thing, men want women to have a low body count for that reason, but are we respected like that in public and in society? No.
Okay, but you gotta always understand that to be objectified, you have to objectify yourself first. If you are a female. What?
There are so many cases. Again,
I'm not getting into specifics.
But I'm talking facts too. Okay. We're not talking I'm talking facts.
Got you.
These are legit facts. So anyway, before
sassy.
you're trying to contradict, you're talking more of like I'm talking on an overall world percentage basis. Fucking pandemic that's going on right now.
What I'm talking about
sex is the problem.
Okay, I actually agree. Hold on. I actually agree with you to some degree. But here's the difference in what I am talking about. What I'm saying is, as a man, you want certain things, you have certain urges, you have certain hormones, etc. As a woman, you have those certain things, etc. They are different. For you to say, as a man, you should be wanting to be in a relationship and only be with one woman and blah, 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 that's you putting how you think on someone else, and that's called projection. That's not how the world works.
That's also how it works. I also just said earlier, it depends on the type of one, or not earlier, but another podcast, I just said it also depends on the type of relationship you're with, but I'm also talking on an overall, scale.
Yeah.
I feel like overall, in a sense, once you give it up, they just a male, I feel like in general just stops trying. They're like, I got what I want.
The men are built off the chase.
Krista got to get some game right now. All right, let me give you some game, Miss Krista, because you need to learn.
I know what he's gonna. He's just gonna say men love the chase. The chase is part that's built in the man's DNA. They're built to chase. They're built to hunt. So
I'm not chasing, baby. I
attract.
No. I don't.
That's just how men are.
Okay, I wasn't gonna say that necessarily.
I feel like
this
it
is what
goes
I'm gonna
both
say.
ways.
Now I want you to listen very carefully what I'm about to say, because this is just straight facts. Women are the gatekeepers of sex. Men are the gatekeepers of relationships. So if we want sex, we have to chase you to get said sex.
I agree.
Okay. If you want relationship, you have to chase us to get relationship. Agreed. That's how it works. So when a guy puts and invests and tries to take you out on dates or whatever the fuck he may do to try to get sex, once sex happens, his job is done because he did what he wanted to do.
He did what he wanted to do, and that's that.
No, that's not
and
that.
No. Yeah, and that is that.
Let's
that
be
is
sassy
that.
with it. No.
No.
I might hurt your feelings right now. I'm be honest.
I'm sorry.
I might be honest, but I might hurt your feelings right now.
Go for it.
That's that because that's all you're worth. If you're a female that is actually fun, that's actually tolerable, that's actually feminine, that's actually loyal, that's actually
and what
attractive.
if I'm all of that? What if I'm all of that, but I still
can't be all of that and a guy just be like, I'm done. No.
That's how most men are, literally.
No, I'm telling you. No.
Okay.
I promise you. If you are a female and you are loyal, feminine, and attractive, and you give him sex, he's going to be like, and you try to go for the relationship, he's going to be like, damn, this woman is dope. I'm not finished speaking.
Okay.
He's going to be like, damn, this woman is actually dope. She's added value to my life. I can't replace this woman. Damn, I'm actually going to I can see myself being in a relationship with her. What happens is women have this dumbass mindset of thinking, Oh, he chased me, sex happened. Oh, I'm just gonna sit and just chill and not do anything.
But that's not how I am in a sense.
I get
agree
you.
with what you're saying, 100%. I agree. But in a sense, no, like, that's just not how I feel, because I feel like men get scared of the word relationship. They hear, oh, you want to be in a relationship? Nope, I'm not trying to be in a relationship. I'm not ready for a relationship. I hear that all the fucking time.
Because again,
I'm not ready for a relationship.
I don't want to hurt your feelings,
I don't want to be in a relationship.
You're not worth it. You're not worth it to them.
Then why did you fuck with me in the first place?
Because he wants to fuck. I want that to be clear. Men don't chase relationships.
And that's fucking sad. That's sad.
No, it's not.
That's sad.
That's not sad.
That's honestly sad.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
As women, we agree that it's sad, but as men,
sad.
y'all are gonna have your own opinion. But as women, and the most, and I'm.
Let's talk. We talking right now.
A lot of girls.
It's a good episode. Let's go.
I've talked to a lot of girls. Y'all may think that y'all dab each other up, but I trust me 100%. In the women community, we do not. We're like, you're a lame after that.
That's cap.
No, we're not.
No.
Why do you say it's cap?
Okay.
You want me to listen to you as a man, and I'm
you.
sitting here telling you as a woman, and you're still telling me it's cap.
Okay, because here's why.
How is it still cap?
Okay, here's why.
Am I a woman,
I'm about
right?
to explain it to you.
Okay,
so here's why it's cap, right? 1 in 3 men haven't had sex in a year or is a virgin.
Cap.
No. That's not
That's
cap.
hilarious.
That's literally statistics.
That's honestly fucking.
That's literally
hilarious.
statistic.
That's
you know why you
hilarious.
think it's cap? Because you only see the top percentage of dudes. You don't see the regular dudes that's just chilling, that can't get bitches, that don't have sex, etc. So you're using the minority to represent the majority, and this is what continuously happens. Yeah, got your ass.
No, I'm thinking the question I'm gonna put.
Yeah. All right, so let me finish. So if that's the case, right, and y'all continuously fucking the top tier dudes, that's why that's happening. So for you to say women to run and be like, oh, he's this or he's that, maybe they do talk behind your back. Maybe they do be
it
like
still says
fucking.
Men are higher on the sexually active on an overall basis of percentage.
Men, I don't know. Okay, hold on. I want to be very clear. Men are a higher sexual the population of percentages.
Let's do which one has more hooks up.
We don't have to. This is common sense. There would not be strip clubs.
There would not be OnlyFans.
No. There would not be strip clubs. There would not be OnlyFans. There would not have an epidemic of simps.
22.3 of hookups are women, and 77.7 of hookups are men.
Period.
That's
science, but this is science. Are we going?
No. Because you didn't look up the right. No. You didn't.
I said which gender has more hookups.
That is not hookups. Which gender has more recent or active partners?
More recent or.
I feel like men have the tendency to keep multiple women around when they're not.
Men. It still says men. It still says no. Look at it.
This is. Oh shit! How the fuck up my goddamn shit? Average. Where is this a men?
It says men right there.
Men has more. Of course, men have more partners. You asking the wrong questions.
Look at it. Look at the thing that I typed in.
No. You're asking the wrong questions. What I'm talking.
Google. Okay, I'll find it. I'll find the right answer for you.
Thank you. Because of course, men gonna try to have the most partners. But besides that, let's stay on topic here. Let's stay on in this conversation. I just want you to use common sense for a second.
It is common sense.
No.
Men have more sexual partners.
Can you honestly? Okay.
Sure.
Can you? How many dudes that go into your DM that you fuck?
None.
Not a lot.
None.
Well, rest my case. What are we talking about then?
Because
what are we talking about?
It gives me the ick when they just try to.
No. You don't even see what I just did there. If majority of women think exactly how y'all think, majority of women move exactly how y'all move, y'all pick quantity versus quantity. Y'all don't just any dude that hits you up, y'all not having sex with them. They have to go through a filter to whatever standards that y'all have, right? If that's the case, how can the fuck majority of men fucking women when you guys...
You're comparing Instagram, where there's Instagram with thousands of naked bitches, and you can like and slide in every DM if you want to. Like
my overall consensus is this. Men are not having sex the way you think men are having sex. You are having sex the way you think because you are only looking at the minority of men versus the majority. The majority of dudes down here in the bars, they not getting laid. Majority of dudes down here in the bars are not having one night stands. Majority of dudes that's out here trying to date bitches and trying to hook up with bitches are not successful. All right? That's just, when you go to the bars and clubs, how many times you go home with a different dude? You probably go home with a say, thank you. Exactly. That's the majority of women. So how can you extrapolate that to say...
I'm not saying I go home with I don't go home with a different
dude. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
saying.
saying.
So it's like, So what is the comparison? You know what's crazy? I literally had this exact conversation with a guy that I'm talking to. I said, I'm gonna have a girls' night. And he has some. I said, what's wrong? I've been going on girls' night. You think every girls' night I found a dick to hop on when I went home?
Okay, but that's a different topic.
But guys automatically think when they think when you automatically go out, you're looking for like
it's the biggest controversy.
Because
also, women can go
because
out.
you're not.
No,
you can still go out.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. We are jumping subjects. But let's talk about it.
I literally go out with my friends to have a drink, and we will go by a section by ourselves and dismiss every man that comes in there if we don't want them there.
Okay, talk to me. Let me just answer
like
you.
that is some.
Let me ask you some questions.
That is some real shit. I think what you're saying is like you must have had a lot of like relationships with younger women or like young college women or whatever the fuck, because in reality grown women, we go out, we have dinner, and we go to a club by a section ourselves, so we don't feel like no one. Not saying we want to do that, but I'm saying if we want to enjoy a girls' night out and we don't want to feel like no one else, we're gonna pay for the section ourselves.
Okay.
And we're not gonna let no man in and start drinking our liquor.
Okay.
Like what the fuck? Like if you send over a bottle, cool, thanks, congrats, it goes on your tab. Most of the time, almost all the time, I'm not speaking for like every time, but all my friends go home. We go home and we go finish out the party after.
Here's the thing. I want you to really listen to what I'm about to say now.
No, because you're just, go ahead.
Sassy as fuck. I miss you too. I miss you too, Meg. All right? I miss you too. All right. When you go to the bars and clubs, how many niggas you approach versus approach you?
None.
Thank you. Okay, pause. No, stay right there for a second.
I hardly ever see women approach men.
Okay.
I see more men approach women than I do men.
Yes, 100%. So a girl's game is not going to the bars and clubs and approaching men. A girl's game is going to the bars and clubs and just being there in that vicinity. A girl's game is being on Instagram throwing thotty pictures. Where else are we supposed
to go to have fun?
The restaurant or bowling alley.
The restaurant? Oh no,
we can't just go into a nightclub where we meet other bad bitches and have fun too. Period.
Okay, let me ask you the same equivalent for a guy. Would you be okay?
I'm talking about bad bitches the same gender.
No, listen.
Same gender.
I'm gonna ask y'all the same
confusing genders
question.
right now.
I want to ask y'all the same question. Jordan, go in the room. I'm gonna ask you the same question. So, would you be okay with your dude going to bars and clubs and talking to women?
No.
I said the same gender. I said talk. That's where I said no. You didn't listen. I said two bitches. I didn't say two men. I said we go to the club. We see other pretty women. We talk to them as girl on girl. I'm not arguing that. But you try to make the reference. If my man goes to the club and starts entertaining all these bitches, that's not him networking or even fucking. He's just entertaining.
I'm trying to get you to understand the equivalent of the two. Since your game is just putting yourself in a position to be gamed, that's how you flirt. That's how you get dudes. Is putting yourself in a position to get dudes, right?
I don't know. I can't.
No. Let's stay one thing at a time. Do you agree with that first?
No, I can't. I cannot relate. I literally cannot relate.
So you go to dudes. Club. You talk to dudes.
You know me. I have went to the club not giving a fuck. I went in sweats. I went with no makeup. You think I'm going to? But you gotta think I'm one woman. You think I'm the only woman out there that's like this?
Again, you're not answering the question. No.
But that is answering the question. That is answering the question. I'm not going in to catch these males' attention. I went in to go have a drink with my fucking.
It does okay, but again, your game is putting yourself in a position to be gamed. When you like a dude,
that's what I'm trying to tell you. Not every time I go to a club, like, oh my god, I want to put myself out there for a man. 90% of the time,
but the club is designed for that specific purpose.
I'm sorry. Bottom rats, they do go to the club because why the fuck would you want even? Because why the fuck would you want? Why would I go into the club to find a good man? Why would I go into the club and be like, let me find a great man in here? Let me go scope out a great man. So I'm sorry. Yeah, bottom rats, whatever the fuck I call it.
Okay, but that's not the argument. I want to be clear about what the argument. The argument is this: you are putting yourself. She said, "I need a shot."
I feel like it's going in circles.
No, it's not, because you're not listening. I want you to listen very carefully. Majority of women, right, that get dudes, they get approached by dudes, whether it's in person or on Instagram or on social media, right? Mm-hmm. So your game is just putting yourself in the position to be gamed. That's how you flirt. That's how you get dudes. Our game is actually putting ourselves in a position and talking to that person. So you can't compare your game or with our game. And it's just equal. It's not equal. So for you to say, oh, I can go to the bars and clubs and I'm not initiating talking to dudes, so it should be okay. But you going to the bars and clubs, and initiating talking to dudes, that's not okay.
That sounds
That's
like a
not
man's
how
problem.
it works.
It sounds like a man's problem, honestly, because if I can't go to the club and enjoy myself without having men come and harass me because they feel like the club is a cattle farm, whatever the fuck,
Then that's your
then
problem.
that's your problem. That sounds like a man's problem. That
No,
sounds like
that
sounds like a personal problem.
It sounds like a gender problem to me.
Literally.
But that's hold on.
If you feel like every
Perfect.
woman is, if you feel like every woman that goes in the club is cattle, and just because she came in here, that gives me the right to go up and talk to her, and she's bait. That sounds like a man's problem.
First of all, that's again, I do understand what you're saying, which is the blah 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 about talking to him, etc. Blah blah. That's not my argument. My argument is very clear. I don't understand about speaking Chinese. For you to flirt,
I understand what you're saying. You're saying that we basically put ourselves in an environment that where we are
that's how you
supposedly
flirt.
gamed
Yes.
at, right?
Yes,
but
that's how you flirt.
This environment is not like every person that goes in there. Because I am in here at the bar having a drink with my friend, I could have a guy come up to me and I could cold shoulder him as fuck. Even if he offers to buy me a drink, I don't want you to buy me a drink. I can buy my own drink. Like,
okay.
So, but because, and you think about, we live in Atlanta. Where let's bring it to reality a little bit. We live in Atlanta, okay? So where are all the places? The hookah lounges are even bars. So they're even clubs, basically. So you're telling me I can't go nowhere in Atlanta without being seen as a bait pick?
Restaurant.
Oh my
Bowling
God!
alley,
Oh, God
laser
forbid!
tag.
God bless. Thank God that's the only place we
The
can go to in
bowling
Atlanta.
alley?
God
Bowling alley,
bless.
laser
The bowling-
tag.
But that you see how wrong that sounds? The only place a woman
Well,
can go.
okay.
No. Let me finish. You see how that sounds so wrong? The only place a woman can go to and not be bait picked is where? A restaurant. How?
No, I said
That's
restaurant,
sad as
bowling
fuck.
alley.
That is
etc.
sad.
That's sad.
Okay, but
You're
that's
talking.
still
Hold
sad
on.
as
Let's
fuck.
pause.
Sad as fuck.
Because y'all are being crazy
That's
right
like
now.
being because
Let-
you wore
y'all
some
are
of
capping.
your
Y'all are capping like
But
crazy.
no,
right
no,
now.
that's not
A
cap.
bar and
It's
club
not
is
cap.
specifically designed for niggas to try to get bitches.
It
What are you
is
talking
not.
about?
That is not why bars and clubs were designed. I'm about to Google. No, I'm playing.
No, I'm about to say, come on now.
But the thing that I'm trying to say is, men need to fix their view on as if I go into the club with my girl that I am a bait. I am not no fucking bait. This is not no fucking brothel.
No.
If you want that, go to a brothel
I'm
and
dead.
find bitches. But
I'm
plus
dead.
for real, like for you to sit here and think. Like I feel like this is juvenile thinking. For me
No.
to, if I even bought my own section, what the fuck makes you think you can come up and talk to me
Okay,
anyway? If I
okay.
spent $2,000 on a section, what the
Literally,
fuck?
get
Why do I
out.
want you in here?
Get out.
Damn,
Get
we
out.
only did
Get
one
out.
question or two questions.
out.
That shit's
We're
funny.
moving-
But
it's
hold on,
like-
but I want to finish this. I do
Like-
want to finish this because again, what we talking
Another
about is
shot.
two different things, right? Again, I want you to be very clear. Whether you agree with what I'm about to say or not, it doesn't matter. It doesn't give a fuck. It is what it is. For you to flirt, it's just putting yourself in a position. That's how you flirt. You put yourself in a position to get flirted with, right? Our way of flirting is going and hunting and going to bars and clubs and actually talking to women.
Okay.
What I'm saying is that's equivalent to each other. Not me going to bars and clubs and then you going to bars and clubs. Those are not equivalent because you have the upper hand in that scenario because that's how you flirt. That's not how we flirt.
I agree.
We flirt by going and talking to people.
I agree.
That's what I'm trying to get you to understand, that when you flirt as a female, which is putting yourself in a position, guys are not going to be okay with that. And there's nothing wrong with a guy setting his boundary and saying, hey, I don't want my girl going to places that's specifically designed for her to actively flirt. It just doesn't make sense.
But why is it okay for a male to do it and a woman
Right.
can't?
I think men. You know what men should learn?
That's
Everyone
just
watching on this podcast, you know what y'all should learn? Y'all should learn body language. Because when it comes to clubs
Let me drink
and
too.
bars, you should learn body language is when a female does and doesn't want to talk to you.
Literally.
Because that is one of the biggest problems that us as women have.
A guy gonna shoot a shot.
It's sad as fuck,
Nah,
honestly. No.
you say that, but you
No.
can't even. You can never put yourself in those shoes. You can't.
No,
you
you
can't.
should-
You don't. You can't. I go to a gas station. I have to be. If I pull to a gas station, there's hella activity there. Go into another one. You can't relate to that, except if it's at
You're
night.
right, 100%. I can never
So,
relate to that. You're right, 100%.
It's the same in a club. Like if I don't want to be bothered, I don't want to be bothered.
Then don't
It's
be at the
still-
club. I'm be honest.
Nah.
No, because to me, no, I'm gonna be honest. Because the
Oh
grocery
my
store,
God.
no, because the grocery store and then the gas
Oh,
station.
thank God. Stay in the
that's
kitchen, grocery
different.
store, head ass.
The grocery store and gas station is different because I get that. I can't understand your struggle that goes through when you go at nighttime. I don't.
So if we
understand.
have to,
I can't even go
if
to
we
the
already
car-
have to deal with
No.
that, if we already have to deal with that in regular day-to-day
Yeah.
stuff,
Literally.
there's no reason to avoid the club if we're gonna get that in a
I
regular
know.
That's-
day-to-day.
no,
basis.
I'm about to go in. Go ahead.
I can't even go to the fucking car wash without some guy and be like, psst,
Yeah, like
But
no,
but,
baby, no.
We, hold on, we
Can we
talking
do
about
that?
hold on, we talk. Hold on.
No,
I want to stay on
no.
one thing at a time because we're talking about two different things at this exact moment in time. What I'm talking about is I understand that I can't relate, but I can understand what you're going through, going to gas stations and getting hit on constantly, etc. But at the same exact time, you got to understand, as men, that's our job is to hunt for what we want. So I get that you might have inconveniences of going out, etc. But at the same exact time, I understand the male struggle as well as going and hunting and shit. But
Okay.
my ultimate thing is, if you don't like that type of shit, why put yourself in a position to where that's specifically designed to happen?
Okay, and
Okay, but you know
what you're saying is valid. Like, what you are saying is very valid, but I have mixed emotions about both, honestly.
You know what? I have an opinion.
Go ahead,
If
talk
there's
to me.
certain things when two genders talk, right?
Yeah.
They have a conversation and it actually makes sense, and the genders come to like a comprehension of the conversation. There's some conversations that don't go and don't clash, and there's a reason for that, because you guys will not understand from the perspective that we are coming from, and we're not understanding from where you're coming from, because there's no, like, we just can't. So I think with this type of topic, it's best to just see eye to eye, because as women, I'm never going to understand that point of view. I don't give a fuck to understand that point of view, because I am going to live my life freely. I'm going to go to the club with my homegirl, have a drink at the bar, ignore every man that comes up, and still go home and live my best life.
But then you're gonna be single.
But I'm not single.
No.
So I'm not single.
What I'm trying to get you
no, you can't throw it out there, because I've been doing that. I'm not single.
No, but what I'm trying to get you
No. But you said I'm gonna be single.
What I'm trying to get you to understand.
No, but if I did that, I'm not single now. So what?
I'm trying to get you to understand. Don't get triggered. Don't get triggered.
I'm not. I'm just saying.
What I'm trying to get you to understand is that long-term relationship, that's not gonna work. I'm just keep it a buck with you. That might work at the beginning because he might be cool with it, because your pussy might be fire, he might be beautiful as fuck to him, etc. But at some point in time, a man's gonna be like, you know what? I invested in this bitch. I invested in that. This is my girlfriend. This is my wife, or etc. I'm not cool with her doing this, and this. Those are different levels of relationships. So what I'm telling to you is this. As this is why this show is so important. I'm so glad people be watching. I'm so glad I'm actually popular and shit, etc. It's because we both are adding the male perspective and the female perspective. So I get what you're saying about living your life and doing those things.
But it's you keep contradicting what we're trying to say.
But what I'm saying is it comes with consequences. So you can live your life. You can go to the bars and clubs, even though you were in a relationship, etc. But guess what? That comes with a relationship.
How sad. Like, how sad to
you shaming
the males.
Again. That's shaming
it is.
Again.
No, I am shaming y'all, because how sad does that sound? You can only enjoy your life if you go to restaurants and a grocery store.
That's sad.
Don't ever go.
I didn't say restaurants.
Don't you dare go to any club.
Don't
bowling alley?
No.
Hell no.
Okay, so, oh my God, you can only,
no.
God forbid you go to live on Sunday for the first time with your friends and have a glorious moment. God forbid you go to out the country and you go to a club, to a bar out the country.
Hell
God
no.
forbid.
So you talking about girls trips?
Huh?
Hold on. You talking about girl trips?
Yeah, because honestly, I'm sorry that you fucked around with whores, but I'm sorry. Like, obviously,
She's shaming everybody that I ever fucked with. Everybody.
Sorry, all the bitches that you fucked with before must have been whores. Because y'all
shaming everybody.
Yeah, tell them. You watching this bitch, you a whore. So anyway.
Damn.
Anyway, but for real, if you don't have no security like me, like, that's what I'm saying. You're trying to put all women in a bubble. I can gladly go on a girls trip and enjoy. You've seen my stories, bro. I will go on a girls trip by my fucking self.
First of all, don't call
me
bro.
Do I not?
Hold on.
Do I not?
Hold
do
on,
I go
hold
on girls trips and enjoy my fucking self by myself?
I don't know what you do because I'm not there. Like, you can show one thing and do another thing.
That vacation was me and my friend. And that was that.
I'm trying to get you to understand something.
No, but there is such a problem. How y'all can go and enjoy your life to the fucking 1,000%, and we can only go to the grocery store and bowling alley. Like, bro, like, do you see what's wrong with that? But here's the whole issue.
So
women are not allowed to live freely. We are not allowed to live freely without.
You can do what you want.
No, let me finish. We are not allowed to live freely without men coming down with all these consequences, everything that we fucking got going on, and blaming us for fucking 50 years later.
Okay. Again,
no, but is that not true? But I'm asking a question. Is that true or not?
What?
Is that true or not? That y'all can go live your fucking life, and if a woman, God forbid, lives her fucking life, not even being a whore, but she could have went to a club and been a fucking virgin the whole time. But because she went to a club and she enjoyed her life and had girlship, they could have been holy. They could have been chilling like fucking Christian women.
I'm so
went
glad.
on a fucking trip.
I'm so
and
glad.
you still put in comparison.
I hope I don't got fucking boogers in my nose right now. But I'm so glad.
But is that right or not?
Hold on. Because I'm about to explain this and then we can wrap up because this one's a long one.
Nose?
This one's a long one. And I'm so glad you brought this up. Men and women are not the same. So the things that you want in men are not the same things men want in y'all.
I'm just
right?
saying it's
hold
humans.
on.
It's
I'm not
humans.
finished. I'm not finished.
You're saying like it's
Miss
a
Sassy.
human.
I can't talk over you.
Oh my God.
I can't talk over you, Miss Sassy. So for you want experienced men. Most women do, right? You want men that have been around the block, that have some guidance to them, that have status, that have experiences. Huh?
I'll teach him something if you need to talk.
Meg, stop the count. All right. Most women want men that are experienced, right? Most men want women that are inexperienced, meaning they haven't been around too many places. They haven't gone on too many girls' trips. They haven't done too many things. We want opposite things in each other.
Necessarily.
What do you... I'm telling you what men want. We want inexperienced women.
But you're speaking on men. You can't even speak for all men.
Yes, I'm speaking for majority. Come on now, stop the cap. You know my show. You've been on my lives.
You know how many OnlyFans and porn stars are married right now? Like, you can't even really speak.
You talking about the minority.
No. And you're talking about the minority of females. And you're talking about the same way but you're talking about the minority of females. Anyway, continue. But you're still talking about the minority.
I'm talking about the majority of dudes.
And you're talking about
the majority of dudes. We're not when it comes to relationships. I want to be clear. When it comes to sexual shit, yeah, we want you to be experienced. Have fun, ride our dick, fucking do what you do, blah, 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 have fun, blah, 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 blah. But when it comes to a guy locking you down and investing in you, we want inexperience. We don't want you to already been on jets and planes and flying to Dubai and all this other fucking extra shit. We want to be their portal to the world. She over here recording.
No, I wanted to get the perspective. I wanted to do
I got you.
Then you ruined it now.
Women want experienced men. Men want inexperienced women. We don't want you to be ran through. We don't want you to have traveled the world,
So a girl's trip makes me ran through.
A girl's trip make you ran through any experiences that a human goes through.
Wow,
hold on.
I
wasn't even finished. Any experiences that you have.
Y'all heard it. You fucking said it.
Any experiences that you have as a human. This is just take away men and women. As a human makes you more masculine. Hold on, I'm not done. We don't want masculine women.
But y'all create masculine
Most
women.
men like the easy
y'all
bitches.
Create.
No.
Matt, this is the. Oh my god, this is why I don't honestly.
I love this show.
This is why I can't do Red Pill and Chill because it's like both genders gotta obviously recognize what's wrong, and obviously it's fucking wrong.
What's wrong is this. We want opposite things in each other. And you attribute the things that you want to the things that we want, and we are not the same. But
you saying that because I go on a girls trip, I'm ran through. You know how crazy that sounds? Do you ever see Sisterhood of Traveling Pants? Like, get yourself together.
From our perspective, we look at you as ran through.
Okay, well, that's fine. That's a real ignorant perspective. That is ignorant.
Going on a girls trip with your girls, how's that?
This is why, I can't. This is why the dating pool is fucking suck, because men think like this. Like, y'all think.
But you can't.
Y'all think, no. I'm so tired of the women. No, I'm tired of the blame being put on women. It's because y'all think this. I'm going on a girls trip. Guess what? I bought both my best friends a trip for both of us on both of our bucket lists. No.
I'm listening. What you mean?
So that's technically a girls trip, right? Okay. So I got them a trip for both of our bucket lists that we want to go to different countries, and I'm going one with one best friend, and I'm going one with another best friend. Yes. You think I'm spending all this money to go find someone out there?
Do you know that
you're going to enjoy yourself?
Do you know? Hold on. I'm asking the question.
No. Yes or no question. Yes or no? What? You think I'm spending all that money to go out there to impress a fucking man? Yes or no?
It's not to impress a man. It's but to be you guys about to do some whole activities.
Yes or no? Okay, so you think I'm spending all that money to go out there to fuck a man? Yes or no?
No. More than likely, yes.
Yes or no?
More than likely, yes. No. Obviously, you talking about a yes or no question that yes implies all yeses and no implies all nos. I'm saying they've done multiple studies on this. Women are actually more likely to do sexual shit when they are out of seas or out of their own hometown. Do you know that? Did you know that?
I was in the military, bro.
Did you know that?
I was in the military. I know. Huh? Stop what?
I said, don't call me bro. Anyway, when it comes to relationships, like I said,
Sorry.
I want to end this real quick, but
come on, bro.
When it comes to relationships, men are investing a lot into you, just like you investing a lot into us.
We are having your children. We are literally bringing.
I just said no. What I just say? I just said no. What I just say? I said we're investing a lot to us. You investing a lot to us, right? But so we want hold on. So to tie a button on this, you want certain things to validate your investments. We want certain things to validate our investments. So to make this full circle, because now I'm about to
think a child is not equivalent to your life investment.
But that's my point. That's exactly. I'm about to wrap it up for you so you can really understand.
I want to hear it.
There are certain things that you want to validate your investment in a man, right? Which is marriage. Am I right? Which is relationship titles, which is ceremony, which is him not fucking other bitches, etc., etc., etc. There are certain things that we want to make us feel validated about our investment, which is you not being hoe shit. You not throwing thotty pictures on the Instagram. You not hanging out with niggas.
Men love the thotty fucking... I don't
even you know what? You know what?
Changing the goalpost.
No, I don't want to get started.
I'm about to say, this one be alone.
If y'all don't like that shit, then stop liking it.
Literally!
Yes.
not gonna talk over him.
No, but he don't want to talk about it because it's true.
No. I said I'm not gonna talk
men
over
don't
you.
like that
I said I'm not gonna talk over
Okay,
you.
men
But there's a
don't
hold
like-
on.
No,
But there's
no,
a hold
no,
on.
y'all
No,
don't like
real quick.
that
Real quick.
shit.
Krista, hold on. Real quick.
I need to fucking say
Krista,
something.
Y'all don't
Krista,
like
and
that
Meg.
shit.
I need to say something.
I can't
Stop
talk over this
liking
sassy
it.
ass
I need
brother.
to say something.
Speaking wrong.
I need to say
All right,
something.
no.
I need to say
No.
something.
Big no.
No,
I need to no. I want to respond.
wrap it up.
Hold on. I
No,
want to respond.
wrap
Both
it up.
of y'all.
I need to
Calm it
say
down.
something.
Y'all at
No.
a 10. I need y'all at a 5. All right, relax. There's a difference energy between a relationship and sex. So yes, we want a bitch that we want to have sex with, throwing thotty pictures on Instagram, being experienced, having whatever, blah, 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 blah. But that's not the bitches that we're going to settle down with and actually give a ring to. Those are two different energies that y'all keep conflating to each other.
Can I say something?
Hold on.
Oh my god.
There's
gonna lose my
differences
fucking
between
mind.
there's
I'm gonna lose
differences
my mind.
between sexual energy and relationship energy, and y'all need to understand
in my
that.
mouth?
Go ahead.
Can I have a?
Go ahead.
No. I'm about to go off.
Go
So
ahead.
first of all,
Let's go.
men that are in a relationship, they do not want their
Fire
bitch
episode.
posting quote unquote slutty pictures.
Duh.
Them, you know,
Duh.
out
You
there.
go
And
and
it's
like the same
But then
picture.
again, they like that shit.
I
They
just
like
explained
that
it to
shit.
you. I just
No, you're in a
explained it to you.
fucking no. You're in
I
a
just
relationship.
explained it
You're
to
in a
you.
relationship, right? You're in a relationship
God.
with this girl, right?
Yeah.
But then again, you are going around liking every other bitch's picture, and she's doing the same fucking thing. So why is that okay?
Because
how is that okay?
You're not listening.
How is
I just
that
explained it.
okay?
I'm gonna listen to you one more time. Men have different energies. They have sexual energy. They have relationship energy. Right?
I don't
That
give a
sounds like
fuck.
y'all's
If you're in a
problem.
relationship,
That
that
sounds
sounds
like
like
a
a
man
personal
problem.
problem.
That
That
really
sounds like
sounds like
a
a
personal
personal
problem.
problem.
Literally. So
No,
you're
that sounds like a you
no.
problem.
So we supposed
That's
to?
your problem.
So
too.
you can't
y'all-
no. So you
Oh
can't
my
post
God.
shit like that. But it's okay for you to go follow all these other bitches,
And
to go
like
like
all
all
their
these other
pictures
bitches'
and like and
pictures.
DM them, like,
But it's
come
not
on
okay
now.
for your girl to do that. Nope. Sorry.
Again.
Nope.
Can we
I
just
wanna
do
be
the?
cool.
I feel like this can go on.
No.
Like, can we do
This
the
can-
final?
this can go
we
on.
do the final thoughts?
No,
or
yeah,
whatever?
let's
Like,
do-
Can we do that?
Well,
That's not okay. That's
Well-
so no.
We're gonna
Let's-
go around in circles. I don't know.
Let's
You're
do.
on
Hold
this
on. Let's do.
conversation.
Yeah, because hold on. It is getting long. All
Yeah,
right.
it's
So
like
I actually agree
11,
with you. It's the
yeah.
only time I'm gonna agree with you.
No.
All right, let's go. All right. So let's get final thoughts and then let's get your Instagram.
Final thoughts. Y'all men don't listen more shit. But anyway, my Instagram is
Ah,
Money Meg.
She wanna start.
3 Y's MEG. Follow me if you want to learn more about being a real man. Anyway, continue.
Ooh, she said you want to learn about being a real man. Oh God. Go ahead.
I don't have anything else to say.
Final thoughts and then your Instagram.
Final thoughts. Men aren't shit.
No, the men you choose ain't shit.
And that's all God.
No, the
And
men.
the women you all choose ain't shit either.
No, the men
fucking
you choose ain't
non-cooking.
shit.
cooking
I never said. I never in my
Not
life.
all
No,
men.
hold on.
Not all
No,
men
hold on,
are not
pause.
shit.
Chris, hold on.
Majority of men
No,
aren't
no,
shit.
hold on. No, hold on.
Bro.
I never in my life said women ain't shit. I never on the public platform said women. No,
Y'all
it's the
said
women.
you said all women are hoes was basically the same thing.
Yeah, that's hoes. That's
And
not
I guess
shit.
all men are hoes.
They're
I guess
different.
all men are
They're
fucking
different.
hoes.
That's different.
No.
Those are two
All men are
different
hoes,
things.
anyway.
You know, hoes are actually more fun. You know, hoes actually have better personalities. You know, hoes are actually cooler people. So I'm not saying that they ain't shit. They just don't. Ain't shit for relationships. Maybe I can agree with that. But to go back to what you just said, it's the dudes that you choose. So stop the cap with
Oh,
that.
okay.
All
Well,
right.
all
What's
you
your
men
Instagram?
need to learn
How
to know
appreciate
how to
women.
communicate because I can't do this.
All right. What's your Instagram?
Anyways, my Instagram's Krista_Mock.
Got you. All right. What I learned from this is
forgot
very
an
simple.
underscore.
It's very
Krista_Mock
simple.
underscore.
Very simple. Women need to take accountability. Men need to take accountability. Everybody needs to be a little bit more disciplined when it comes to certain things. But women ultimately need to take, I would say, they are way more entitled than what they should be. Men, stop validating these bitches. Stop being simps. Stop being simps. Stop. I can't stress that shit enough. Stop validating these fucking bitches. All right. Other than that, I'm out. If you want to see Red Pill and Chill, if you want to play it yourself with your friends and family and get into little heated discussions like this that we just have with your family and friends, go to Amazon and then type in Red Pill and Chill. Other than that, I'm out. Peace.
That's funny.